then after the Shark Tank was over, I wanted to just play some joints. And y'all know my show usually known for hip-hop. Yo, I slid this R&B joint in, and, yo, this chat room just lit up. And I'm not exaggerating. And it was a song called The Space. Well, guess what? I have the woman behind that song on the line right now. And I hope I get it right. Karaya Brene.
Yes, you did. You got it right. Yep.
All right. How are you this afternoon? What's going on?
I'm doing good. I'm just quarantined inside the house. I'm actually sitting in my car right now because it's like the only quiet time I get. And I got my wine, so I'm just cooling right now. How are you?
I'm great. And thank you for asking. Where are you from?
So I'm from North Minneapolis. I currently moved to St. Paul just to get a different atmosphere and different living situation. But I definitely rep the whole Minnesota. You know, I respect the whole community as a whole. I don't separate. So I definitely love all of Minnesota.
No doubt. How long have you been singing?
So as far as taking it serious, I would say I started at the age of 21. That's when I started actually going into studios and actually recording songs. As far as really singing, I was 6 years old, and I remember buying my first album. It was an Alicia Keys album. And I bought that, and I just listened to every song on the album, and I sung it in front of my mom. And she just started buying me more and more CDs, and, you know, like, I just started loving music after that.
When was the first time, like, your voice was, like, noticed and somebody was like, yo, like, girl, like, you can't sing, but you can sing?
It had to have been when I was in 11th grade. It was my songwriting teacher. He pulled me to the side, and he just wanted to tell me, he was like, Cry, I just think you're just so talented. I just wish you would take it further, not be so shy and open up. You know, he said, that's what we're here for. That's why you signed up for this songwriting class, because you trusted yourself, right? And I'm like, yeah. So my first song I wrote was a song about my dad, and he just fell in love with the lyrics and how I took my time out to play the piano for the song and stuff like that, you know. So that's when somebody actually took the time out to say, Karaya, you need to do something with your voice. And ever since then, I did take it serious after that.
So you sing, you play instruments, and you write?
I do a little bit of both. All three. I really focus on singing and perfecting it. Lately, that's what I've been working on, is perfecting my craft. Since we've been inside so much, I've just been working on that. I do a little bit of co-writing, and, yeah, I do a little bit of a lot. I used to play the clarinet. Now I'm working on playing the piano, so I'm trying to incorporate a lot of more instruments in my singing and stuff, so just to give a little bit more different vibe, not always beats and stuff, real genuine music behind it, you know?
Nah, that's dope. That's real dope. So you said some co-writing, so have people been reaching out to you, like, for you to write, like, specifically for them?
So many, like, I've been getting people offering to write songs for me, wanting to write songs with them, and wanting me to, like, buy my lyrics from me, you know? Like, it's been so many opportunities, and that's why I can't wait, you know, till the world basically opened up so I can get started on a lot of projects that I've been working on since, you know, we've been down. So I'm definitely excited to start working with a lot of Minnesota artists.
Indeed. Hey, look, I know I'm not the only one who think The Space is incredible. So is it a little bit disappointing that, like, you got this fire-ass record and you can't, like, really go nowhere with it? Like, you can't really go nowhere and tear down the stage or nothing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I have performed it before. I had the opportunity in January to perform it in front of a live audience. I performed it another time in December, so I've slowly been getting it out there, not as much lately. But I said once we, you know, get out there, I'm going to be performing it as much, promoting it. I do a little bit of promoting on my social medias, but not as much as I should be. So I'm going to get out there and push it more as much as I can. So there's no excuses.
Indeed. How do you react though? Like we were off the air, off the air, and I was just telling you the reaction the other night to the song or whatever. Like, when Twain hits you up, it'd be like, yo, you need to see this shit, yo. Like, they was loving your shit. Like, for totally new people, like, this ain't a Minnesota station. This ain't some DJ you knew who hooked you up. This was people, in another time zone.
Wow,
They never heard of you. Some of them didn't even know your name and heard your music and loved it. How does that make you feel?
First of all, the opportunity was just so amazing, and it just came out the blue. So it just put more of a smile on my face with what we're going through in life. It just added on even more happiness to me, and it's shocking, like, to hear other people listening to your music, because I think it would just go as far as just Minnesota, but now it's just growing even more and more, and I love criticism. I love for people to tell me what they want me to work on, what they love about my music, what they feel like I can add on, what was their favorite lyric and stuff, that just makes me push more to do more music for people. So that's really my purpose of music, is to have music that people can love and relate to and can play anytime, anywhere, at night, whenever they can.
I love that outlook too, man. Keep that attitude, yo, please.
Thank you.
Is this somebody? I know everybody has people that they listen to coming up, they were fans of. Sometimes you even wish you were them or whatever, or maybe not. But is there somebody that, like, if money wasn't a problem, you didn't have to go and pull no strings, if Twain could call anybody to do a collab with you, who would you want that to be?
Well, he's not here anymore, but my number one person I always say is Michael Jackson. I'm a number one fan of his, and I've always been since I've heard of the Jackson 5, the Jacksons, Michael Jackson, all of it. So if Twain said he had him on the line, I would definitely be there. I would be there for anything he wants me to do, back up, anything. So, yes, I have it ready.
Yo, that's what's up, dog. I love your spirit. You like, yo, in background, I don't care. I'm there for Mike.
Whatever it is, whatever he wants.
That's what's good. What else can we, like, are you working on an album right now, or EP, or, y'all just pushing into space right now, or do you already have an album and I just haven't heard it? Like, what's that situation like?
So right now we're just pushing the space right now. I do have another record out that's been out for a year now. It's called The Last Time. I'm currently working on a music video for that we should be shooting in around June, July. I am going to put together a songwriting session for me and a couple co-writers, and we're going to put together an EP for myself. And I'm not saying when it's going to drop because I'm not really sure. I'm just now putting it together, but that's what I'm working on now. But right now we're focused on putting the space out, having more people listening to it in different states and different countries and stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Just from just talking to you now, I can tell that, like, you've been writing from at least since the 11th grade. I've done some writing. I wrote a couple of songs or whatever, but I wouldn't call myself a writer. But for those who do, it seems like they go through times where they write a lot, and there's times where, like, they're stuck. With you having so much practice at writing, do you experience that as well? Or does writing come easy to you?
Especially with what's been going on lately, I've been having so much writer's block, and I work at a sober house as a part-time job, and we deal with a lot of emotion. So a lot of the time I'm focused on what they have going on instead of focus on, my music and my son and such things like that. So it kind of catches me off guard sometimes. But when I'm in that zone, I'm focused and I'm ready to go. And I usually use my phone as a voice memo, and I freestyle on my voice memo, and I go off of that. And that's how I've been writing my music for the past 2-3 years. I've just been doing it in my voice memo on my phone. So I feel like it's more accessible to me, and, I do a lot of paperwork at work, so it's just more easy to have my phone right there, playing the instrumental on the computer and just going about my day. So that's how it typically goes.
Okay. Do you have well, you did. I guess you already talked about. You said you're gonna get together with some songwriters and you're gonna put together an EP. Like so, wait, you slipped that in. I should have expanded on that. So whose idea was that?
It was really mine. I do a lot of research on artists. I love listening to older artists, young artists, new upcoming artists, underground artists, and I just noticed that a lot of them have co-writing sessions, and they have a lot of people that help them, like Beyonce. She has people helping them write her songs. Rihanna, a little bit of Michael Jackson. You know, a lot of them do, and I feel like that is one of the greatest things you could do because you're putting on for the community. You're helping everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not have the best lyric or the best producer or the best engineer, but if you put them all together, it can make a project. It can make a beautiful song. So that's what I'm all about. The song "The Space" was actually co-written with one of my residents at the sober house I work with, and it was just beautiful, just how we just connected in that way, and how he basically let me freestyle and just put all the lyrics together as I was freestyling the song. So it's just beautiful how we could just connect in that way. You know, music can connect you in so many different ways. So, yeah.
That just gave me chills right there. That's what's up, yo. So you said one of your residents at the sober house co-wrote The Space with you?
Yes. Yeah, he's an amazing co-writer. We're writing a song right now together, so we're doing it. Like, we're getting it together. It's slowly coming about. You know, a lot of things have happened in my life lately, but I'm slowly getting back together and getting back on my grind and loving doing music again and just, you know, being a mom and, you know, elevating in that. So, yeah.
All right. I'll ask you this question because sometimes, you know, when people are, you know, in a situation like that, to be in a sober house, you know, sometimes everybody working there is not, you know, there to help. They just there because they need a job and they qualify and, you know, money or whatever. So why are you different? You know, not only to treat people with respect, but even want to give them an opportunity.
My thing is, I've been around so many people that deal with mental disabilities and different drug, you know, addicts and stuff like that. So I just know how to be patient and know that everybody deserves an opportunity, no matter what you go through. And I'm very, very patient to people like that. And people don't understand it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of emotions that go into it, a lot of time that goes into making sure that a person is ready to be in a society. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I love what I do. I've been doing this since I was 19 years old, and now I'm 24. And I've been working with older people, younger people, people with autism and stuff like that, and I just don't want to get away from it because it's something that I love helping people. I love putting a smile on people's face when I'm in there singing. I sing for my residents sometimes, and they just enjoy it. You know, they pick random songs for me to sing that I don't even know, and I'll just sing them like I know it. You know, like just putting a smile on their face is what matters. And a lot of people take healthcare jobs, you know, they take advantage of it because they know how much money we're making, you know, and that really shouldn't matter because at the end of the day, you're saving someone's life. You know, you're saving them from a drastic moment or something that could have happened to them. So, I don't know, I appreciate my job, and I appreciate everybody that's in the world that's still working their butts off right now to make sure everybody is sane and safe and, you know, practicing health and wealth and all of that, you know. So I appreciate everybody for working their butts off right now. So, yeah.
Yo, I just hope that the people at the sober house appreciate you. And look, I know they're going through enough, you know, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are.
But just like you described, man, some people there like, look, yo, like, don't touch me. I don't want to talk to you. Like, you know, like they there like for that bag and that's it. And they care less how their words, you know, might, you know, negatively affect one of the residents. So to see you and hear you at such a young age have just such a beautiful spirit and you be such a beautiful soul and you sing your ass off, damn, girl, you got it going on.
Thank you. I shout out to my mom for that. I really thank my mom for, you know, building the life for me, you know, and showing me how I should be in life. I didn't take everything from her. I learned a lot on my own being a young mom, but she steered me in the right way no matter what. So shout out to my mom for making me who I am. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely shout out to her, man, for real. What do you expect after everything is over and, you know, you could get back to really moving around as you wish and as you please? Like, do you have any visions on where your career is going?
Yes, I definitely do. I expect to be in the studio long hours. I'm talking 10 to 15 hours in the studio. If I have to bring my son with me, I will bring him with. But I have to get on my grind. I got to get back to being serious about this. People are waiting